Hey, good morning. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend, got to spend lots of time with family, friends, and loved ones. So, we wanted to talk about today how we accidentally burnt out our team and basically got to the point where the attrition in our team was so low that we had to continually be adding new people because the burnout just got so much that people weren't sticking around. Drop us a two if you've ever been there, if you're looking for that attrition and wondering how you can keep your team from burning out. So if this is your first time tuning in with us, I'm Mike.
I'm Carla.
With Mike from Carla.ca and Rise Marketing Academy. And we help people build their business using the power of social media and actual marketing skills. Drop us a line. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Love connecting with everybody in the community. Even if it's on the replay, drop us a hashtag replay. We will certainly circle back and give you a shout out. So, we're the first ones to admit it. We've been there. We got caught up in that hustle culture, right? Just go, go, go. And it can be a grind and it can cause some real dips in your business.
Well, okay, so maybe you've heard this before. Okay, you've got to take massive action.
Hey, good morning, Tarsha. Thanks for hopping on.
Good morning. We're in massive action right now. You've got to get busy and just do it, right? And then, so you're sort of thinking, okay, and you've got your team busy, or you're busy yourself, right? And you're just doing it. And then you're like, well, doing what? Like, what specific action should everybody be doing? So, so should we be, making lists of 100? Should we be inviting everybody on our friends list to join us in a private group? Should we be doing Facebook Lives daily? Picking up the phone and calling people. There's so many things, like sending 50 cold messages a day. Maybe we should be busy making reels on TikTok. Everybody can be taking action. Everybody can be so busy, but what really should you do to move the needle, right?
Yeah. Like, do you want your team trying to do all of those things on a daily basis? I mean, put yourself in that position. Is that something that you want to be doing on a daily basis? Is that something that is sustainable for you to do? And is that duplicatable for your people to do, to be chasing and to be, trying to chase that list of 100 or inviting constantly to groups or, like Carla said, cold messaging? How many people? I've talked to people that actually their goal is to send 50 cold messages every single day. I don't know about you, but there is no way that I could sit there and try and find 50 people on a daily basis to cold message them. I have never talked to.
I actually had a chat the other day with someone and she said, are you only being friends with me so you can poach people off my friends list? And I was like, what? Like, that's unheard of. I can't even believe someone would do that.
Those are the tactics that are being taught. And these are what are causing the burnout. The people to be like, I can't do this. I can't show up and do this every day. For one, it doesn't make me feel good. Two, it's not working. Three, I'm just banging my head against the wall and I'm not making any money, because that's what those tactics end up creating. Spinning your wheels. Chances are not getting much traction and having an auto ship that you have to pay for on a regular basis.
And here's the other thing too. So now when you start your new team, your new teammate off, again, what are you teaching them to do? Are you just going to say, okay, first you're just going to make the list and then here, do all of these random things, right? So really what we want to talk today is about sort of flipping things around and starting to think about how to build a strategy for your team. And so the very first strategy, the most important strategy you can have is a launch plan for your team to follow, because it's going to give them a set of specific steps that are going to get people into action. And no, not all launch plans are created equal.
No.
They're not. So you may have one, but maybe we'll share some things that might sort of give you a light bulb moment here today.
Yeah, you want something so when you sign new people up, they're like, okay, this is exactly what I need to do. There's no question. Down to the point where you have posts laid out for them, daily posts. You have how to react to the post, how to have conversations with the people that interact on the post, when to take it into Messenger, when to leave it, all these things, right? You need to have a very, very, very clear roadmap for your new people so they're comfortable to take the step. I don't know about you, but before we were uncomfortable in bringing people into our opportunity because they're like, well, are they going to want to do what we're doing? Are they going to want to create that list of 100 people? Are they going to want to be calling people on a daily basis? We did all of that, guys, and our business didn't grow when we were doing that. And we hit roadblocks, and we would stop because we would get discouraged because it was frustrating and we didn't have a true system. So having a roadmap for your people to follow where they don't have any questions for the first 7 days leading into a 30-day launch plan really changes that.
And, it's a formula as well. So people can start to understand why they're posting the things that they're posting. And this is not verbatim. This is not saying, okay, you must word for word put this up. This is saying, okay, here's a format. Here's something for you to follow. Put it into your words, understand what you're doing, understand what the purpose of this video is, what the purpose of this post is. And then once you have people understanding that, they get it, then they can teach it to other people, right?
Yeah, and having that roadmap and that step-by-step process for them to follow, an actual strategy, right? It, like Carla said, it gets them to the point where they start getting comfortable. They start understanding the why, not only the what, but the why and the how of what they're doing. So they actually start showing up as the CEO of their business based on the training that you've given them. That's one thing that has been really missed in this industry, is that training to properly launch people to create a business. How many of us that come into this business have never had a business before? We're typically, we're an employee. We show up, we do what our bosses laid out for us. Now, when we have to be the CEO of our own business, that changes. So when we have a roadmap to follow, a guideline, something that leaves the questions out, can really help people get into action fast. And that's the key to attrition in this business, is your new people seeing action fast. Think about this. If you could have your people earning $500 within your first 7 days, how many people do you think are going to stick around on your team? Probably a lot more, right? Than if it's like, oh, well, I've been doing this for 3 months and I haven't made a penny. That's when you start losing people. So
exactly. Okay, so how can you do this? You're thinking, oh, that sounds awesome. I don't really know. Maybe my launch plan, I have one, but maybe I need to, give it like some muscles. Or you're thinking, hey, maybe I don't have a launch plan and I'm really curious about what one might look like, or a different plan might look like, aside from making a list of 100 and sending those cold messages. So we have 2 ways that we can help out today. So the first one is, our team did actually a workshop last week, and it shares our launch plan. So it goes and gives an idea of the 7 steps that we use in our launch plan. So if you're curious about that, it is in our prospecting group. You can take a look at it and be a fly on the wall and just say team launch or something. Team launch will work. Yep. And then the other one is, we have another little package that we call the Ultimate Social Builders Pack. And this is really cool because it's going to teach you the foundations of video marketing and attraction marketing. Yeah. And it gives you our very first customer launch plan strategy, like complete plan with the post examples. And grabbing that will give you another foundation or another tool if you want to as well build a launch plan for your team. So yes, and I guess you can just drop Builders Pack. Yep. I'm not that clever.
Yeah, so
today.
2 really good options to learn how to build your business. It's either, you can see what we're doing, or you can take the exact training and dive into exactly the training that we used, as well as our upline used, to create the 7-day and 30-day launch plan that we have in our team that's absolutely blowing things up. Put us into the top a portion of our company. Our team actually makes up the majority of our company's people now, and that is based on the attraction marketing strategies that we teach here at Mike and Carla and Rise Marketing Academy. So guys, thank you so much for spending your morning with us. We truly appreciate you. Have a fantastic day, and we will be back again soon. Take care.